What is going on YouTube? Brian Record here. Figured I'd go ahead and give you a new deck profile on something that I was thinking was actually going to be a good matchup for like locals. I don't know how well it'll do with if I go to the regionals in December, but it'll be at least decent to test. This is the Wanghu Stun deck. I used to use this back in 2014 against Mermails and Elemental Dragons, and it didn't hold up too bad. Usually I'd be just outside of the top 8, and that was the only thing I could complain about, was that I couldn't seem to break that top 8 threshold. But I tend to actually do pretty well with this deck, and the techs that you can use in it are actually very viable. Shout out to Scrubs Unite, TJ, Ethan, and the guys. They've actually got me, used to have me over on their channel making videos and trying to get back on. But anyway, they're responsible for helping me get a majority of this engine back, and especially TJ for helping me get a hold of some of the staple stuff that's actually been very difficult for me to get a hold of lately. But let's get going. 3, King Tiger Wanghu. Anything that's normal or special summon 14 or less is popped automatically, and that's after attack reduction and addition on summon and whatnot have you. So if like Burden of the Mighty is out there or Alu Mirage and they summon something, the attack is trimmed down, and then Wanghu checks to see if he blows it up. 3, Fossil Dino, Patrocephalo, because it helps slows down the special summons. 3, Alu Mirage, because it trims down attack by 300 for each level / rank. 3, Droll and Lockbird. Shout out to TJ for helping me pick this up. I wanted to pick up a set back when it was like an 80-cent card back in 2014. He humored me and picked me up a set, and now here it is sitting at about 20 a piece, so I'm really grateful for him helping me with that. 2 Thunder King, 1 Cyber Dragon for the purposes of like being able to just get something out in case of an empty board. 2 Banisher of the Radiance because of banishing purposes. The 2 Doom Caliber Knights because I like to be able to nip it in the bud before it even starts. 1 Mandragora because you can sack it off quickly for like a Vanity's Fiend or something, just to kind of help put pressure on, and then you can just try to like Raigeki their board. You Raigeki their board after you drop the Mandragora, sacrifice it off for Vanity's Fiend, and then they have to deal with a really big problem on their board. 1 Pum Princess because you can put her in the back row and get counters. And when she builds up counters, she can really start trimming their attack and defense down to pretty much nothing from there. I know I had this and a King Tiger Wanghu out against Raid Raptors a few months ago, and it really was pitiful to see what happened to it. Like, I feel sorry for the Raid Raptor player. The 1 Vanity's Fiend and the 1 Maxi for staples. Spell board is pretty simple. We run the 3 Duality because you don't special summon a whole lot. You only special summon like the Mandragora and the Cyber Dragon. Aside from that, you really don't. You might go into a synchro play with Alu Mirage, but you know, aside from that, you're really not doing a lot with the special summon mechanic. 2 Wonder Balloons for more attack diminishing. Terraforming and Seal of Orichalcos for attack buffing and low attack monster protection. 1 Monarch Stormforth because I like to be able to kaiju my opponent's monsters without giving them a kaiju. 1 Raigeki. 1 Upstart Goblin for the spell board. The traps, you run the triple recall because it negates their monster effect, destroys their monster, they draw a card, and by them drawing that card, you even have kind of the potential of being able to throw the Droll and Lockbird away, and from there you lock off their stuff after you've already negated, so that 1 card is all they're getting. The 2 Dimensional Guardians to protect your monsters, the 1 Mistake, and the 1 Solemn Warning. The sideboard hasn't been sleeved, but I'm planning on getting sleeves for it coming this weekend. We run the triple DD Crow and the triple Denko Rekka because I don't like the Paleo matchup. Like, I've never been a big fan of Paleo, but I respect it. But I'm not going to sit here and just let Paleo have its way. Not when I'm running this, not when I have the option of being able to stop it with that kind of setup right there. Triple mirror force, because you don't run any real battle protection in the main board. And sometimes they might summon too fast and too rapidly, like even beyond the predictable plays of like the spirals. Like if you're playing against Cosmo, you want the mirror forces in the deck. It can't stop like the big ships, but it does help protect you from some of the other possible threats out of the deck, like Cyber Dragons. The third dimensional Guardian, because sometimes you just need that little extra protection. The Soul Drain, because I mostly use it for matchups like, What Remains of some of the older decks. Mostly like Mermails or something, because you do see them from time to time try to pop back up, and it's sad when they do, but oh well. And I'm not going to bash on Cosmo, but this card really doesn't phase Cosmo as much as people think it does. But it kind of slows it down for a little bit. And last, one Bottomless, because you pretty much need to put the Bottomless in the sideboard because you already have enough monster hate in the main board. Going into the extra deck, we have a proxy in here. It's the Chimera Tech for Mega Fleet, the one Bryo, the Iron Chain Dragon, Powered Inzektron, and Stardust Charge Warrior for level 6s. The one Mega Fleet, the Black Rose, the RDA, the Trish, and the Leo, because all of them are possible outs if need be. The Karen Gorgon and Dark Rebellion, the Samurai, the Ragna Zero, because you're always modifying attack, the Mech-Whipped Engineer, and the Zen Mains. And that's pretty much the extra deck and the whole deck in a nutshell. But like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Thanks, YouTube.